Hello, today I'm going to show you how to create a symbol and footprint for SPI, which is a serial peripheral interface which used to transfer the data between a microcontroller and peripherals like sensor, memory or display using a clock data line. Every microcontroller on a PCB needs program at least once, but adding a connector like this is not always possible, especially in a compact or automotive design. So this is why where programming test points becomes essential. And for SPI programming, I will create a symbol and footprint using these test points, which you can directly use on your PCB as a SPI programming point. So here in this slide, you can see that this programming test points are exposed copper pads that allow a programmer or a probe to access programming signals directly on the PCB. Instead of a connector, use carefully designed pads that can be contacted during production or debugging. For SPI programming, these signals typically include MOSI, MISO, SCK, which is a system clock, then chip select, reset, ground, and sometimes also supply voltage. Each of these signals is brought out as an individual test point. Unlike component pads, which you can see here, programming test points are not meant for soldering. So that's why solder paste is intentionally blocked. So here, if we will see on the test point, then these are flat copper surface. There is no paste area, copper paste area on the test point, which can be accessed directly through the programming pin without any kind of copper. To have a flat copper ensures reliable electrical contact and the accurate probing. So let me go to the Altium Designer and show you how you can create a symbol and a footprint for SPI programming. So to create the SPI test point, what you have to do, you have to open the integrated library and open the symbol schematic library. And from here with add, you can add the new component, but I'm not going to add the new component here because again, then I have to add all these parameter one by one, and that's I do not want to do. And so that's why I will just copy here one component. Let's say, let me copy this, paste this, and then here I will change the name to, oops, sorry. So I will change the name to SPI programming test points. So let's call it a designator. It's a connector. So X value here in under the parameters. Let me remove all this parameter from the capacitor and update it for the test point. So under the value I will put here like SPI programming test point. Copy it. Let me post it here also, and the distance between the test point is 2.54 millimeter, which is the standard. Save it, and then let me remove this. So let me first show you how you can design one test point, and then after that test point we will copy for the other pins. So to design the test point, what you have to do, you have to go to the place, then choose here a pin. With the space bar you can move this, and then so let me place it here and update the parameter for this. Designator 1 name, let's say we will start with so pin number 1 is ground, so let me change it to ground. And let me also change this pin length from 300 to 100. So that looks better. Then what you have to do, you have to here go to the place, choose the ellipse, place the ellipse here. Okay, then we will change here radius to x radius to 20 and y also 20, and the field here color to yellow. Okay, and then we will place this on the pin. Sorry, that pin should be like this. So let me also remove this. Yeah, looks good. Then we will copy this and paste. So I'm placing it at 200 mil distance here. Grade is 50. You can change it to 100. So it's 200. You can see that. Then 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 pin we have. You can change as per your requirement. If you don't want to add ground, reset, and VCC, then you can just create this for only for the 4 pin or 5. Yeah, MOSI, MISO, clock, and chip select. Here pin number 2 is MOSI, if I'm not wrong. Let me check. Yeah, then pin number 3 is MISO. 4 is clock. 5 is chip select. 6 is reset. And 7 is supply voltage. So I intentionally took the first pin as a ground and the last pin as a VCC to avoid any kind of short circuit. After that, what we will do, we will cover this with a rectangle. Okay, looks good. And we will change the properties of this rectangle from field color to transparent. And you can change border to pink. Looks better. So here, if you want to bring any pin at the front side, highlight the pin. Let's say, for example, you want to bring the ground pin at the front as a pin number 1. So just to represent the pin number 1, so what you can do, you can go to the edit, move, and then here click on the bring to the front. Click on that pin, and then it will ask you whether pin or rectangle. So say pin, and then after that select also the click on the ellipse, and that's how it looks like. So I will leave it like that, and that's how you can create the symbol. Now let's move to the footprint. So to design the footprint, open the footprint library. So here add a new component. Let's call it SPI test adapter. In the description, SPI programming test adapter, and pitch is 2.54 millimeter. So here, this is the reference point. So what you have to do, you have to go to the place a pad. Then let me change the properties of this pad. Pin number 1 from multi-layer to the top layer, because this is not a, we don't need any kind of hole. So that's why multi-layer, on multi-layer you have a hole. So that's why you don't need to put it on the multi-layer. Then let's change the top layer here, X and Y size. It should be 2.54 millimeter X and epsilon. Then here top paste, as you know that on the test point we don't need any kind of top paste, so we have to remove the top paste. The top paste expansion is by default, even though if it's here mentioned 0 millimeter. If we will go to the top paste here, you can see that it's not 0, but at the same size of the pad that you can see here. So to remove it, we have to put the negative value. So on the test point anyway, we are not going to solder any kind of component, so that's why we don't need a top paste. Top paste area you only need when you are soldering a component on the pad. So what we will do here, we'll change it to the manual expansion and bring it to 2.54 millimeter. Then shoulder mask expansion we will leave as it is as per the rule. Then apart from that, we will put a on the top overlay boundaries. So for that, what you can do, you can go to the place, select a full circle, and then just expand from the center, and that you have to bring it on the top overlay. So I'm in the single mode, so let me go to the top overlay, and then here change this to 0.1 width. Radius should be, so it should be 2.54 divided by 2 plus 0.102, that was the shoulder mask, so it's 1.372. So this should be, radius should be 1.372, and here you can see that it's exactly sitting on the edge of the shoulder mask, and that's how it looks like. And if you want to make it as a mechanical component, then you can place it here, extruded this 3D body. So you can select and place it at the center with this one. You can select it as a cylindrical, and then change the height to 0.1 and radius to 1.27. Looks big. Let me change it to 1. Yeah. And then apart from that, you can bring the opacity to 0. So here you can see that it's there, but you can't see on the test point. Okay. Then what you have to do, you have to copy and paste it 7 times. So change the designator to 2, here 3, 4, 5, 6. We need one more. So copy, paste, and change the designator to 7. So the distance between the two test points should be 2.54, and the rest you can do in multiple of 2.54. So this should be at 2.54. This will be at 5.08, so on and so forth. This one is not copied properly, so let me change this. Let me copy this again, and it should be at 15.24. This is 0. Change the designator to 7. This is the pin number 1. So let me here change the shape of the pin number 1, so looks better. And after that, what we will do, we will lock this. Then make a boundary for this on the top overlay, and that you can do, go to the top overlay, go to the place, and place select a line. So looks good. That's all what you have to do for to create a SPI programming test adapter. And let me check in the 3D how it looks like. Yeah, looks good. Here you can see that. And then let's do one more thing. On the top layer, place here a full circle at the pin number 1, like this. Increase the width for this, say 3, and you can also place the string here and change the name to pin number 1, and that is here, like this. So it's easy to know that where the pin number is. And anyway, the shape we have already changed from Sorry, I have to also edit here this shape for not circular on the top layer but square. Let me remove this and then again go to the place, select the line, and that you put at the edge of the shoulder mask. Then let's integrate it with the symbol. So this is our symbol at the footprint, browse, then SPI programming point, OK, and here you can see that. And then what you have to do, you have to compile it. So we are getting here error, you can see that. So let me check. Designator is 61, so change it to 6. This one should be 7. Yeah, 6. Let me check once again. 5, 4, 3, 2, and this should be 1. Yeah, okay. Because if these designators are not correct, then in the footprint it will not find here that pin number, the matching pin number, and that's why you will get this error. So okay, I have corrected that, and then again let me compile the project. So here you can see that no error found, it's successful. This will go away automatically. And then what we will do, let me bring this on the schematic. So here you can see the symbol, and then let's bring it on the PCB. So you can go to the design, then update the PCB, validate the changes, execute the changes. Let me go to the 2D mode. So here you can see that SPI connector is available. Let me report the polygon. So by right clicking you can report the polygon, and here you can see that the SPI programming test point, how it looks like. And what you can do here, if you want, you can place a keep out here. For that you can select a solid region and select that solid region just above this test pins. So what basically it will do, keep all the component as well as the polygon away from this area. So that's how it looks like. Let me go to the single mode here. Yeah. So that's how the keep out area looks like, and no copper is there. Yeah. So that's how you can create the SPI test programming connector in Altium Designer. Thank you very much.